Good morning, boys. Welcome back to the channel. And the two ladies, let's not forget. So welcome back to the channel, as this is going to be a test day today. We're obviously going to continue down the trend of lifting like an ego lifter, technically. So this is going to be fun today for one more time. But look, I have to say, when it comes to chest, I always had good technique, even in the past, even when I began. I was paying very close attention to how the lift was going, how my form was looking and all that. So obviously this will translate today, because it's like, unlike back, when it came to dumbbells and other pressing movements, I was always very cautious about moving the weight properly, you know, being like having my sort of my back compacted and my shoulder blades coming closer together so I can get that extra stretch. But I will say, I wasn't going all the way down. I was kind of like stopping there, and then I was just doing this essentially, which again is half reps, right? So it is what it is though. So we're going to start that. We're going to start with the dumbbells. I've obviously have the heaviest dumbbells in the gym. They do go up to 47.5. They're a bit odd dumbbells too, because I used to move the 50s. I seem to remember I used to use the 50s. I used to move the 50s more easily than I used the 47.5s, especially this kind of dumbbell. But it is what it is. We're just going to move that. We're going to do a couple of sets. If I remember correctly, I wasn't going down in weight, at least for the first two sets. So we're going to keep the same weight, the same heavy ass weight, and do the reps and see how that goes. But yeah, plan for today, we're going to do that. Then I used to do a flat bench movement. I bench free weight benching, flat benching, or dumbbell flat benching, or Smith flat benching. It depends on the day and what I want to do. But yeah, we're going to start today anyway with the incline press, dumbbell incline press. And then we're going to go from there. And the third and final exercise was usually a fly exercise. Now, I used to use the pec deck machine. We don't have that here, but we do have cables. So I'm just going to use the cables. I think the flies are going to be fun because of the range of motion that I didn't have even back then. I used to stop kind of like here and didn't go all the way back. So it will be very funny to see how many reps I can actually do. Lifting as an ego lifter is fun. It's not as effective, but it's fun. So we're going for fun today. Let's start the first set. Obviously maxed out weight, heaviest dumbbells in the gym. And let's see what we can do. What was that, 10? 10 and a half? Not bad. Not bad. Right, second set. I'm gonna keep the same weight before we go down. And I don't even know if I am gonna go down, because ego lifting, you don't typically go down unless it's too heavy. And this is not too heavy. It still takes a while for me to kind of like focus and stabilize myself at the bench, but it is what it is. The other thing that I have to say, because I've done a couple of warm-up sets and I've done the first set now, and my back still feels so sore. It's not even a joke from what I did yesterday, but it is to be expected if you're gonna lift that heavy. You know, stuff happens. So yeah, we're gonna start the second one. Again, same weight. I'm gonna try and I put this seat a bit further down just to see if it gives me more of a stable position. And then, yeah, hopefully we can do a few more reps, which is going to be very interesting if I can do more reps than the first set, right? Right, flat bench pressing. Obviously, going to do the Smith machine. That's kind of like how I used to do it in the past. I used to do a free weight movement, and obviously that was for incline most of the times because I wanted the incline to go first because of the upper pecs, and then spend all my energy there and all that kind of stuff. And then I was moving to flat bench, and I was doing usually Smith machines because they're a bit safer and they will allow me to focus more on the pecs, considering that I've already done a pec exercise, which, has accumulated a lot of fatigue. But yeah, that reasoning worked for me quite a bit back in the day. Still works today, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to start the first set here. We have 110 on altogether. Yeah, 110. So we're going to rep that one out and see how many half reps we can actually do, such as, because that's what ego lifters do. So let's do it. Whew. That was a bit of a problem in the beginning, wasn't it? Just my back. I think it's because of the label on the back. It doesn't slip at all on the bench, so I just wanted to reposition myself a little bit and I couldn't do it. That's all right. I think that the second set is going to be a bit better because now I know. Oh, ha, whoo. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was definitely to failure. I have to say, I'm pretty sure that that's my nervous system not being able to lift the weight. Because my muscles don't feel, I mean, obviously they're moving the weight and all that, but they don't feel like they've reached that point where they can't move anything anymore. But I just think it's just like, it comes from the mind. It's like I'm not able to push. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it just might be one of those days, or it just means that I'm not used to this shit, am I? Fuck. Alright, so I'm gonna have to re-rack this some fucking how, which is not gonna be easy. There we go, that's better. Right, third and final set. I took the fives out. So we're down 10 kilos. Gonna rep that one out and then we're gonna do some cable flies. That was a bit better. I was like 10 reps. Went for the 11th, but obviously couldn't do it. I'm gonna take a minute and then lift that off me. Right, so last exercise, we're gonna do some flies. We're gonna do some heavy flies because obviously, if we are gonna train like an ego lifter, we can't do full ranges of motion. This just doesn't happen. So because we're not gonna do full ranges of motion, so we're not gonna really be going behind our chest. Our elbows are not gonna be going behind our body. This means that I can obviously move more weight. Obviously, that's kind of like the point of ego lifting, isn't it? So sacrifice technique, sacrifice range of motion for the sake of lifting heavier. So we're going to lift heavier today. I have 7 plates on. No idea how much weight that is. It just says 7. So 7 plates on. I'm going to rep the first set out, see how it feels. But we're going to go from there after. I have a feeling this is going to be very easy because they are flies, and if you're not going full, if you're not using your full range of motion, then they're not that difficult to do. Could be wrong. Let's find out. Ooh. That was the first set done. It's easy. It's easy. It's just after a while, it just becomes a bit. You burn out your nervous system. This feels more like strength training than it does for hypertrophy. So it's like, if you are gonna lift like that, you sort of train for strength more than size. So it's kind of like one of them. So we're gonna do one more set. Two more sets rather. I might drop the weight in the last set, but we'll see. As I said, it's not really difficult, and it's weird because instinctively I want to go further back, but I have to cut it around this this spot here, so I can't really go all the way. It's just one of them. Last fucking one. We're not gonna drop the weight. We're gonna keep it as it is. Done. Done. Let me move the hat around. Oh. Right. So we're gonna wrap the day up. It was definitely less exciting than back day. Because when it comes to back, I'm being very, very careful with back. And I want to train back properly. So that takes away the excitement of lifting heavy and, forgetting technique a little bit. But when it comes to chest, I always had good technique, so it's hard for me to go back and train like an ego lifter. The only thing I can do is kind of like cut the rep range to not half, I wouldn't say half, but cut it shorter. So that's what I used to do in the past. And that does allow me to lift more weight for more reps, obviously. That's kind of like the point behind it. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it was a very good day. We moved quite a bit of weight. So I'm pretty happy with it. Tomorrow we have legs. So tomorrow it's going to be an interesting one, because I don't know whether I'm going to do squats to begin with or leg press, because again, squats, I always had a good range of motion and a good technique. I was very, very careful with these lifts from the beginning. Deadlift, squat, benching, I used to do them all, and I used to be very, very careful about technique. But leg press, my technique on leg press was not good at all. It was kind of like a joke. The range of motion was a third of what it should be. I'm going to show you what this looks like tomorrow, tell you the differences and all. But yeah, today it's a wrap. Guys, as I've said before, if you have made it all the way to the end of the video, like, comment, it helps the algo. It means that the video is valuable in one way or the other, and it's going to push it to more people. So just leave a comment just for the sakes of it, or a like, whatever you want. That's up to you. If you really want to support me, there is a website with stuff where I have an ebook that's out. It's a very, very comprehensive ebook on the best approach to hypertrophy, so muscle growth. But yeah, you can find that all on the website. There are links in the description of every video and on the channel's bio, so you can find all of that there. But yeah, until next time, peace, and I'm out.